your identification.
What did you say? I'm tightening those restraints. Scavenger scum.
We don't need to see his identity.
I will remove these restraints and leave the cell with the door open. My lord.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sidebar Cantina, the podcast where we talk about Star Wars, pop culture, the fucking snow, or whatever the fuck we feel like talking about. I'm Mr. Jason Roscom. With me here each and every single week that we do a podcast. The Darth Vader to my Palpatine, Dave Martin. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Jason.
How's it going?
I'm here in lovely New Mexico.
Yes, we're doing this remote today.
Yes, we haven't had a show in a while, and I missed the podcast, and so I wanted to make sure that when I got out of class today, I'm like, yes, we're going to do it might be late, but
Yep.
we're God damn it, we're doing a podcast today.
Yep, and it'll be a little shorter than normal.
Yep.
Some people might be excited for that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I am out here for business, so I do have to study and do things. So, you know, there is that. I'm trying to take it seriously. You know,
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not out here for fun and games.
I'm looking at myself like dead on because, you know, normally we got the side by side, but I'm looking at myself, and the only thing that comes to mind is, look how old you've become.
Right. Your beard's gotten
really gray.
It's really gray. Wow, that's impressive. Mine is also getting. We're getting old, Jason. It's happening whether we like it or not.
Well, I don't like it, and I will bitch and moan about it until
we're dead. That's the whole thing. It would be whatever age that is into the next millennia. We're gonna piss and moan about it the entire time. It's gonna be great. That's our prerogative because we're old.
Like Bobby Brown. It's the way that I want to live.
Oh yes, it's my prerogative. I gotcha. I see what you're doing there.
Thought I lost you on that one.
Is my screen weird? Like,
looks fine.
This is my right hand.
Yes.
It's on the left-hand side of the screen. Is that weird?
Should we just go?
No. Go back. No, not like that. I mean, like, I wonder if my camera is just not mirrored properly. Like,
It looks fine to me.
Yeah, but it's weird. I'm moving my left arm, and it's like, I'm not a boom operator, Jason. I'm not used to like moving one hand and the. Is that yours too? Is that? I don't know. Anyway, these are the things.
Mm-hmm. So, what are we talking about today in this short episode?
Not a lot of anything constructive.
Yeah.
I really just wanted to catch up, and well, now it's weird. Yeah. See, I wanted to catch up. There's some Star Wars stuff that happened since I've been traveling and you've been snowed in and all this fun stuff. I have a couple of good stories to tell about my adventures in getting out of here. So we're just going to, bullshit some Star Wars stuff and, talk about what's going on and yeah.
All right.
Just hang out.
Sounds good. Should we talk about Patreon?
We could talk about Patreon as soon as I figure out how to stop mirroring the camera, or also thing with the camera. Like, is it visual effects?
Man.
No, it don't. Camera and mirror my camera. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
You good now?
Yes, I'm good now.
All right, so let's talk about Patreon real quick. We'd like to give
Patreon.
We'd like to give a huge shout out to all of our current patrons: Frank Kalevich, Catherine Rennick, Dragon Buddy, Lord Helmet Fire, Nick from Sweet Studios, my wonderful mother-in-law Patricia Goodstein, Don Solsky, Wally Frogmore, Chantal from Pop My Culture, Helen Martin, Sterling Azier, Nicholas Schaefer, Kristen Roscom, Carly Vickers, Ivo G, Shotgun Mark, Frederick Martin, David Schmuck, Scott and Kim from the Use and Abuse podcast, and the Orange and Fett Show. If you'd like to consider becoming a supporter, you can find us at
I don't have buttons to hit.
/the Sidebar Cantina.
There you go. See?
/ the Sidebar Cantina. Thank you again to all of our listeners and supporters. You are the reason why we do this. Did Lunar Girl give you any sidebar headlines?
No, there's no notes. There's no sidebar notes. So we're pressing.
Well, something we can get into Star Wars wise is last episode we talked about how the whole Kathleen Kennedy was allegedly going to be stepping down. Dave Filoni and Homegirl were going to be taking her place. Mm-hmm. Well, it's now official, and I'm pretty sure it's already done. I'm pretty sure Kathleen Kennedy has already stepped down as the head of Lucasfilm, and Dave Filoni and Sally Sue.
That's not her name.
I can't remember her name, but they've now taken over, and Lucasfilm is now under the creative direction of Dave Filoni.
So I saw a headline in my travels and travails that the Mando movie, Grogu and Mando movie, is now potentially on hold and only going to be on TV.
What?
Yeah. Did you not
hearing this?
It was when it popped up. I think it might have been a Reddit feed. I don't remember, but when you're sitting in the airport for a long time, things pop up. So I did see that, and I'm wondering if there's any validity to that at all.
Not that I've heard, and I've been following, a decent amount of Star Wars news. I think that would have been all over the place. But it goes to the whole debate of whether or not we actually need this movie. I mean, I'm always down for some new Star Wars movies, but did we really need The Mandalorian as the movie?
I think we've talked about that a lot. Oh shit, I forgot this. The camera's attached to this. I'm sorry. I think we talked about that a lot a few weeks ago, where I don't necessarily need this story to be in the theater, but if it's going to be in the theater, I'm going to go see it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I have to find. You know what? Maybe I was smart and I actually sent the article to my notepad here. Let's see how smart I am.
All right.
Probably not so smart.
I have faith in you.
No, I did not. I did not do that. Lots of other information about fucking airplane crashes, though, if you're interested. But nothing about that. Anyway, I did see it. It came across. It wasn't. I don't think it was from a reputable source, obviously, because otherwise, those people like you and Chris Forsyth and Dragon Buddy, those who are in the Star Wars universe of news watchers of things, and you haven't heard that, so it probably isn't legit. But I will say this: I'm rarely wrong. First of all,
here we go.
I'm rarely wrong, and I will emphasize this point because I need a pop filter on this. I will emphasize this point because while watching football, this was before I left on the trip, there was a couple of things that came out. One of them was about when Denver's quarterback got hurt.
Right.
I had a thing pop up, and it said that their quarterback broke his foot, and he's not going to be playing. Yeah. So I texted Chuck and Brad. I'm like, dude, Denver's quarterback's out, Knicks, whatever. And they're like, where'd you hear that? That's not being reported. Like they, apparently they went on ESPN or whatever, and nobody's saying anything about it. 5 minutes later, it's everywhere.
So you were the first.
It's everywhere. So then fast forward, there was another sports related thing, which I can't remember. And I did the same thing. It's like, oh, this thing popped up. So maybe my phone is the 1955 Sports Almanac, maybe.
Oh,
and it's giving me a little advance warning. Unfortunately, it's not giving me enough warning to be able to actually turn it into a monetary gain. But
yeah,
my phone could be opening up the worlds of the future. The whole quantum change potentially. Or it just, I have this fantasy football app that just happens to be a little bit ahead of everyone else, which is probably the case.
Right. So anyway, back to the Kathleen Kennedy exit. She did an interview with Deadline as as she was making the transition, and some interesting things came out of it.
Right.
Going through the interview, the first thing that was asked was they were asking about Starfighter and whether or not it's meant to be, multiple movies or one. And she mentioned that it was only planned to be a single movie. So Starfighter, not a trilogy or an ongoing series, one shot and done.
Okay. Well, it better be good.
Yeah.
It better, if you're going to encapsulate the entirety of one very, very popular, like people are really super into the X-Wings and the TIE fighters and things like that. Like this, once you break into this, people are going to want more of it. They really are. Like it's going to be really tough to put that genie back in that bottle. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Hopefully it's good.
So, as part of this interview, she was asked like what the status on some of the planned movies are, because there's been rumors and reports that, a whole multitude of people have been given, script options, and movies are at some point in pre-development. Well, she was getting into some of the specifics now. James Mangold, I think, was doing it was like the super prequel movie. It was supposed to take place like in the early days of the Jedi.
Okay.
She said that I'll just read it. Jim Mangold and Beau Willimon wrote an incredible script, but it is definitely breaking the mold and it's on hold. The Taika Waititi script, because Taika Waititi was also tagged. And she read the script and she thinks it's hilarious and great, because he's known for comedy stuff.
Right.
It's not just my decision, though, she said, especially when I've got a foot out the door. Donald Glover turned in a script. Speaking of which, I didn't look this up to verify, but I heard that Donald Glover actually had either like a stroke or a heart attack a couple years ago. Yeah. And that's kind of why he's been out of the public eye for a while.
Huh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And that's
allegedly... He's a young dude.
Oh yeah, he's younger than us.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's doing more partying than we think.
Yeah. And then she talks about the Steven Soderbergh, Adam Driver script that they got. And her answer to whether or not these are going to see the light of day is anything's a possibility if someone's willing to take a risk. So all of these scripts seem like they're kind of, out there in left field.
Hey, you know what? It's the risk that the Filoni, what'd you call her? Sammy Sue?
Yeah.
Or
Sally
Sue. That might, I feel like it might be derogative somehow. Because isn't she Asian?
Oh, I don't know. I just making up stuff.
We might need to rethink that. But anyway, that broad, she like that's any better.
Yeah.
their idea of risk is probably going to be completely different than what Kathleen Kennedy's is.
Yeah.
Or at least you would hope so.
Yeah. And I would imagine in their early days, they're probably going to want to, if it was me, I would want to start fresh.
Mhm.
Like, stop with all this shit that's scripts that have been turned in and all that, and, start doing my own, like, set of movies or creators that I want making a Star Wars movie.
Right.
And that makes me think that these scripts that they've had lying around may not ever see the light of day.
Yeah. It's nice to know that people are trying, though. I mean, I think there's something to be said for the fact that, like, hey, let's write some stuff and get it out there. Because if people aren't trying, then that's how this universe is just going to fold in on itself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's
and I guess
it's not the self-licking ice cream cone that people think it is. People need to get into and realize that without new content in some form or fashion, whether we like it or not, then the franchise dies.
Sure. Yeah.
Hey, Till the End official is in the
nice.
chat.
We're going to be talking about you here in a minute.
Yeah.
Another thing that came out of Kathleen Kennedy's interview was she was asked specifically about the Rian Johnson trilogy that they had signed him onto before The Last Jedi came out. And she said that she's not sure. She thinks he got spooked by all of the backlash. And
I hope so.
Yeah, well, he responded to that on social media. He came out and said, "No, I was not spooked."
Of course he did.
Yeah,
pussy.
Yeah, but
I bet
tells
you.
me,
I bet you know what. Something tells me that he. Oh God, I'm trying to think of something that's extremely derogatory yet not so offensive that I'm going to get fired.
Right.
So I'll put a pin in that. He just strikes me as somebody that really needs. He didn't get beat up enough as a kid, right? I think a lot of us got beat up. Some of us were nerds, when we were younger, and until we grew up enough to fight back, I think he needed to get beat up more.
Yeah.
Like to the point where he couldn't read or write. Just saying.
Yeah, well, either way, I'm taking this as meaning that the Rian Johnson shit's not going to happen, which thank God. But yeah, I think Dave Filoni's smart enough to know to not re-enter that little factor. You all right over there?
Mm-hmm.
You look like you were sleeping.
No, my eyes are doing this like half closed thing. I don't know if it's the lighting or I have this perpetual fatigue thing happening, unfortunately.
Yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much the gist that came out of that interview. A lot of stuff that was in development. She has no say in how it or if it gets done because she's out the door and it's really on the new regime. And if it were me, I'd say they're probably going to start fresh. Maybe take one of the things in development.
Yeah, I'm here for it. It's tough. It's tough with everything. It's not to. I don't want to even delve into how crazy the world is right now, but it's tough to think that it doesn't have some sort of effect on when you're trying to produce entertainment, and trying to get things out there, that looking at what's going on in the world and not having it affect you. Like we want to escape into that world. And that's one of the things that, like, the whole Rian Johnson thing, like, that dude was trying to push too much of reality into our fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let us have our fantasy. Keep reality out of it.
Yeah.
So, And it's hard. It's hard because reality is fucking creeping into everything right now.
Yeah, like, dude, are we going to war with Iran? Is that what I'm hearing now?
I don't have anything to say about it.
All right. Yeah, fucking, it's crazy out there.
It is. It's a crazy world.
That's why I
So
like escaping in, franchises like Star Wars or video
exactly,
games.
exactly. That's why we get into Star Wars and Lego. I brought a Lego friend with me on the trip.
Ah,
Hello,
very
hello,
cool.
Jason. How are you?
I don't think that's how Cody talks.
That's not Cody.
Well, who is it?
It's just a shock trooper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He looks orange from here.
It's red.
Okay.
It's probably just a lighting. See,
Okay. Could be my mom.
I'm red. You son of a bitch. Speaking of that voice, want to hear like just the funniest coincidence? Just sidebarring.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching Batman Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. Which, oh God, I've been on this. I've been on a weird run of movies that I like. Just have like I like these movies. Like, come hell or high water, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm like certain movies, and The Dark Knight is one of them. Like the Batman franchise has a lot of like polarizing movies. I mean, we all we talked about, when the 1989 stuff, and I love that Batman. But the Dark Knight Batman, Heath Ledger's performance in that makes it into just it's amazing.
Yeah, and it was so good that nobody will ever be able to do a better Joker.
Right.
That's his role now.
You can't do a better Joker. And honestly, I think they had the best. Michael Keaton as Alfred was probably the best you're going to get in that. No, it's not Michael Keaton. Who the fuck was that guy?
Michael Caine.
Caine. Thank you. I don't know. I'm at altitude here, so it fucks you all up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm watching The Dark Knight, and it finished. Like I finished at a certain point of the movie, and so the next day, I turn on the TV. Like it was just on like cable, like back here. The next day, I turn on the TV. It's within 45 seconds of where I left off when I turned on the TV.
Right.
Like, how fucking bizarre is that? Wasn't the same time of day. Wasn't like this was at like 8:30 at night as compared to like 10:30 at night. Right. I just happened to turn it on when it was like within that same cycle. I was just like, just watched it to the end. It's just it's one of those weird things how sometimes shit like that lines up.
Yeah.
Anyway, just weird.
Yeah. So anyway, some not so great news that happened this week is we lost Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah. Do we know what happened? Like, was she sick?
So all that we know is that there was some sort of medical emergency at her residence a couple hours before she was declared dead. So they came, they got her, took her to the hospital, but apparently she died.
That sucks.
Somewhere in there. Yeah. So, I mean, if I had to guess, probably like a heart attack or a stroke or something.
Yeah. Which was like, she just did a bunch of stuff for the holidays too. Like, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Like,
she hasn't
her
stopped
and
doing stuff.
Kevin Hart like had all these commercials.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just goes to show. I mean, when it's time, it's time. I guess. Yeah. I don't know what her lifestyle was like, or how healthy she was, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, because for us Gen Xers, she was the mom of our generation, kind of. She was the mom from Home Alone, the mom from Beetlejuice, which
Yeah.
I loved her performance in Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, honestly, her performance of Beetlejuice is better than the one in Home Alone. My
Yeah.
opinion.
Okay.
Might not be the popular opinion, but Home Alone, that's not she's not supposed to be the highlight of that movie. That's what Kevin is for. But or what's his nuts? The kid. What's the kid's name? Fuck. What's his name?
Who are we talking about?
Kevin.
Oh, Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin. Thank you. Yeah, Beetlejuice was just the absolute best. The dancing sequence with the bananas, it's just it's fucking great. It's just great.
So, but yeah, she stayed employed and she's been doing acting nonstop. If you follow any of the Christopher Guest movies, she's in like every one of those. So yeah, just sad for us Gen Xers. She was
well,
part of our
hopefully, everything happens for a reason. If she was in pain, hopefully she's put to rest.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's about all we can say.
Yep. All right. Looks like we're ready to get into our weeks, which is pretty much going to be the rest of the show.
Yeah, it's for her months.
Yeah. So I'll get us started. I have some new additions to
the Sacred Jedi.
G.I. Joes.
The Sacred Jedi G.I. Joes. Got it.
I must be stopped. I need to be stopped before something bad happens.
No. Got to keep going.
So I got a new
All
batch.
of these action figures will fit in all the vehicles that you have.
That is true. That is true. That's assuming I'm taking them out of the package. But I got this Cobra Commander enemy leader.
Oh, with the cape and the fucking...
Yeah.
Did the original come with the staff like that?
No.
Huh.
So, yeah, nice
Get a
Cobra
little
Commander
upgrade.
There. Then I got Serpentor.
Wow. When you initially took that out, I'm like, wow, Serpentor's got big tits.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the figure does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Might be the camera angle. We'll just go with that.
Then I've got Cobra Commander in his Arctic suit.
Oh God. We're so done. Like you're so like the fact that they like here's Cobra Commander in his Hawaiian shirt.
Right.
Yes, I'll buy it. Whatever.
Yeah. They know right where to hit. They also are doing these figures in this same style for other franchises. Now, I showed you the Ghostbusters one that I have. I've got some more that are on the way that are going to be pretty badass. And I got one from, they did a movie Monsters, and it's Dracula. And he's, the same G.I. Joe figure. Just
that's funny.
Dracula.
So he's got a rubber band in his abdomen as well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can mix and match their parts with the G.I. Joes and everything. Now, you've seen some of the custom G.I. Joes that I've gotten from like the Boba Fett Bats figure. So I saw this one as a custom figure online, and I'm like, well, gotta buy that. So here it is. Someone actually did a stormtrooper
with the flared out pants.
Oh yeah. So
what weapons? They come with guns.
It
like
did.
I wonder if it came with Star Wars guns or.
No, they're the G.I. Joe guns. Actually, no. One of these is. Hold on, I think that's an E11. Tell me they actually put Star Wars weapons in here.
I love that. I'd love that.
Okay. It's this guy.
Can you turn it to the side? Because E11's, yeah, that's E11.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Cheers to them. That is fantastic.
So I think that's all for those. I got a new addition to
The Sacred Jedi.
if I can find it. I got from the last season of The Mandalorian, Moff Gideon in his little Mandalorian looking suit.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been a good one to have him sign.
Yeah, well, he's at every convention ever, so I'm probably going to have him do this one to the next one I go.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
So, yeah, a little more additions to the G.I. Joes, the Sacred G.I. Joes and the Sacred Black Series. And next is sickness. I don't know if it's the same with you, but like everybody around me over the last, I'd say, month has been sick. Like coworkers, you, kids, and every single time, for some reason, Dave, knock on wood somewhere, but I have been able to dodge this shit like the Matrix. It's so fucking weird because like everybody's getting sick.
So
yeah, I
that's
don't know.
it's still happening.
Yeah.
Like people are still.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Ow. Sorry.
You too.
This fucking knee is killing me.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad when I left. I mean, there was a lot of people at work that were sick.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I had a fucking coworker. He, in the very beginning of the day, he's like, I might be feeling sick. I don't know. A couple hours later, he's like, I'm definitely sick. I'm leaving to go home. Right. And he leaves. And we have like all of this disinfectant spray and everything. And we disinfected his whole desk and anything that he would have touched. And then 5 minutes later, he comes back in.
Oh, God damn it.
He's like, oh, I forgot something. So, and I was fully expecting to get sick because the guy only sits like 2 seats away from me.
Yeah.
And we touched the same doorknob and everything. But
lick the same toilet.
Yeah, pretty much. And I thought that was it for sure, but so far nothing. And that was about a week ago.
About a week ago. I don't know if this is real wood or not, but we're going to say it is.
Yeah. So that's all. I just have been noticing everyone around me getting sick, and it is not up to me yet.
Oh, well, that's good if you can avoid it, because it really was. I don't know. It kind of it was reminiscent of COVID, like how the fatigue of it.
Yeah.
It didn't test like COVID. I mean, like I said, I had the walking pneumonia bit, so I ended up on antibiotics because of it.
Yeah.
But apparently, that's happening with a lot of people after this respiratory infection that people have. Yeah, it just a bad season for it.
Yeah.
I wish I had a better explanation for it. I haven't really thought about it. It kind of goes in a pile of things that I'd love to be putting bandwidth towards and just don't have the energy. It's not even a lack of bandwidth. It's just the lack of energy. Right. I might have, gigabyte bandwidth right now, but I just don't have the energy to push more than 64K. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Real quick. Chris Forsyth is asking, where did you get that shirt? Is he talking about you or me?
Dude, I have a generic NASA shirt on. I'm guaranteed he's talking to you.
Oh, the Luthen Rail. And
Artifacts and Antiques.
Yep.
It's a good shirt.
Yeah. Got it from one of those, T Fury type shirt stores online.
It is a good shirt.
Yeah. So, speaking of good shirts, you know who didn't have shirts on sale at the Till the End show?
Till the end.
Yes, ding ding ding.
Yes, they did not have shirts for sale.
Yeah, but otherwise,
They,
it was a
they had stickers.
yeah. Oh yeah, and
They
we
had
bought some.
stickers and they had some other stuff. They had
Yeah.
pictures.
Picks. I bought 2 sets of picks. Oh my god.
Sorry, what? You bought picks. You
Yeah.
you didn't buy pictures picks. You bought picks. Like the kind you
Right.
picks with. Pick with.
Like pick a guitar.
Mhm.
Dave's following.
Yes, I'm tracking.
Yeah. So yeah, we went to the Till the End show, and it was great. Had a really good time there. Their set went pretty fucking fast. It seemed like they had just started by the time they were rolling to the finish. But yeah, we met up out there at the whatever that brewery was called.
It was the Broken Goblet, I believe.
Yeah.
Brewery. And yeah, it was a great setup. We got to I was there taking some pictures. Helmet Fire, who I don't know if he's sorry, I can't grab that, can I? Helmet Fire, I know, was doing some taking some video, and so Jason and I showed up there early, and we bought tickets. We had tickets to be in there, but we got there early, and they were still in sound check, and I just blew right in there, just like blew past people. Hey, we're photographer for the band. They're like, okay, and just went right in. Like, it's one of those situations where it's like, if you act like you're supposed to be there, then nobody's going to question it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what happened. It worked all the way up until the point where I was trying to get Jason up on the balcony.
Yeah.
And finally, this dude was like, I can't let any more people up there. It's just really funny. But yeah, it was fucking, it was a great set. It was cool to see these guys do it in person.
Yeah.
They have so much content on YouTube that you can go and you can watch, and see what they're doing. And I know I have the benefit of getting a little sneak peek into the music sometimes. So it was really cool to see them on stage doing their thing. They sounded great. I thought they sounded really, really good.
Yeah, and they had the lead singer from the last band join them for a song. Which
the fucking the 7-foot tall dude.
Yeah, with the long hair.
Yeah, the fucking Chewbacca motherfucker.
Yeah.
Peter Mayhew.
Yeah. But dude has a great voice, and he he did a song with him. They sang Separate Ways from Journey.
They did. So, all right. I'm not putting, I don't have, let me start by saying, I don't have any musical talent whatsoever. I used to, the closest I ever came was like, I could sing before I hit puberty. That's about it.
I think I was in the same boat.
I did plays and musicals and shit like that, but I like never was played an instrument, never was in a band or anything like that. For some reason, Peter Mayhew reading the lyrics on all the songs, it threw me off. I don't know about you. I'm not, again, they sounded amazing. And if I wasn't watching, like, to take pictures and stuff, like, I don't know that I would have even noticed, but it just, I'm watching it and I'm like, man, then I'm like, do a lot of bands do this? Because there's you think of some bands have these huge music catalogs.
Yeah.
And how do you fucking remember all that? I mean, yeah, we've Thanks. Thank you. All right. So I'm not crazy. Um, yeah, it's just like I get it. There's a fuck ton of music up there banging around in your head, and maybe you need a prompt or something. But yeah, like kind of paging through the music like you were on stage. I was just like, it just struck me as being a little weird. But again, I'm not. I can't criticize, which I guess I am kind of doing, but I can't criticize somebody doing something that I can't do. Um, I could go up there and fake it till I make it too, but uh, probably as a character doing something, not doing like vocalizing to legitimate music.
Yeah.
That's probably not going to happen. But yeah, otherwise, it was a fucking great show, and I'm so stoked that we were able to go.
Yeah, we're just
Unfortunately, I
busting their
wasn't.
balls about the t-shirts. Just busting their balls.
Yeah, exactly. that honestly, sweet. That's kind of what I was alluding to with their own words. Like I said, I'm not here to. Not here to pass judgment. I'm just saying I noticed this. I just noticed it. Um, and if I mean I don't. Me noticing it, does that mean anything? No, it means absolutely nothing. But I don't know. That being said, I think I think our guys should have been, the last show. They said that way they could
The
have played a
headliner.
little bit more.
Yeah.
And I think I have I have a feeling that they may have like let those other guys finish last, maybe
Yeah.
just as a courtesy. I don't know. Not gonna put words in their mouth, but super happy. And they had two other shows. That was the first show, right? Yeah,
Yeah, the first
that
of
was the
this
first show of their 3 show tour up in Jersey and New York, and get on their socials and check out some great pictures, not taken by me, but by other actual photographers. Um, and yeah, check out their shit, buy some merch, and support them because it was a good time. I'd love to see him again next time they come through.
Hell yeah. I'm definitely down. Yeah, great show. So, as I was thinking about what the hell did I do these last few weeks, um, the best thing I could think of was nothing because of all this goddamn snow. I know we talked about it a little bit, but yeah, this snow is fucking annoying. It's everywhere, and it feels like it's not going away anytime soon, and it doesn't make me want to leave the house.
Yeah, about the snow. There's snow up here.
Is there?
Yeah, it's really weird because there's like snow in the shadows
Uh-huh.
of like the buildings and stuff where the sun doesn't get to it all day.
Yeah.
Like there's snow. And there's snow up in the mountains. Like you can see it up in the top of the mountains.
Right.
Excuse me. I'll talk about my snow adventures here in a minute. But yeah, I genuinely feel bad that I'm not at home to deal with the snow with everyone else.
Mm.
Uh, the irony was that we had this big snow event, and I was supposed to be leaving, but right before it happened, turns out my flight canceled, and I ended up staying for the event and then leaving right after. But that's a whole nother story. So I got to be there for some shoveling, and at least I was there for that bit. But none of that snow has gone anywhere, apparently.
No.
So, and it's cold as fuck.
Yeah, it's
and
been
that's
freezing.
disappointing.
Yeah.
For you guys, and I feel bad.
Yeah. Today was great though. Today it got up to 31.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah. but it actually funny enough, it felt nice going outside into the sun.
I'll
And
bet that's a
it
huge
didn't
temperature
feel
swing.
yeah.
I mean, it's all contrast theory, right? It's what's remarkable is what we get used to, right?
Mhm. Uh-oh. Did you freeze? No. Dave. No. No.
Am I
Dave,
here?
come back. Oh, there he
I
is.
see me.
All right.
I could hear you the whole time. Could hear you,
Yeah,
Melissa.
you were locked up.
All right, how am I now?
Seems fine now.
All right. Yeah, you can get used to pretty much anything for a little bit. So
Mhm.
then, all right, I'm used to 30s. Then when 40 hits, you're like, oh fuck, dude, it's nice out,
Mhm.
right? And if it's in the teens and it gets to the 30s, you're like, oh my god, I can't wait. It's just like springtime.
Yeah.
You want to go out in fucking shorts. Yeah, I'm going to adapt to what's here, then go back. And when I get home, it's going to be like just this like slam. Like, oh my god, it's so cold. My blood's going to thin out because of the altitude and the temperature.
Yeah.
What is the altitude right now?
As he looks at
My
his
watch says 4,400 feet.
Okay.
That's barometric. I think it's closer to it's my watch, or yeah, the barrel on my watch is off by like 800 feet.
Yeah.
So sorry. I'm
all
preening
good.
here for the camera.
Yeah.
So what else you got? Come on. I'd have something. What have you been doing? What have you been doing with your time?
Oh, I've been playing that Space Marine 2, the Warhammer shooter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. I never played the first one, but I heard the second one was great. It was on sale on the last Steam sale, and yeah, I got
Are you
that
playing it on the PC, or are you playing on Steam Deck?
PC. Though I could play it on Steam Deck.
How's the Steam Deck doing? Like,
Feeling neglected.
mm,
I haven't used it in a while.
I am. Yeah, I'd love to have one of those. Anyway, we're still talking about our weeks, Chris.
Yeah.
Don't just calm your tits. It's okay.
But no, that's pretty much it. I haven't gone anywhere and done anything because of all the fucking snow and the cold.
Mm. So, I guess it's me then.
Yeah.
So, I'm remote because I was traveling. This adventure started when my flight was canceled before I was supposed to leave. So originally this snow event happened. It was like Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And it's like supposed to start early Sunday morning, and my flight was scheduled to leave at 5 a.m. Like I had a 5 a.m. departure. So in theory, I would have been out ahead of the weather.
Okay.
Didn't happen. Got up early. Like they didn't cancel the flight until I was there. Like,
As
and
it
then,
goes.
then well, no, what? Hang on, I'm skipping. I had an early flight, supposed to go, canceled, goes to the next day. Right. So now it's Monday, 5 a.m. is when I have to be there. So I end up driving myself in. Roads are absolute dog shit. Right. Somehow it was worse the day after.
Yeah.
The roads.
Yeah, it was bad.
So make it to the airport, get there, get checked in. I'm there at 3 a.m. There is at the height of COVID and everything else, like having to travel, do whatever. Like, how you saw those lines for TSA, how they were like ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently the TSA people weren't able to like show up because of the weather. So they weren't opening the gates to get
Right.
down to the airplanes.
Huh.
So you had people that were like lined up from the TSA gate all the way to the parking garage
Wow.
and starting to wrap around. This is at 5 a.m, or it's like 4:30,
Jesus
and
Christ.
there was no pre-check because there was no TSA agents. Like they just didn't have enough people.
Right.
So when they finally get their shit together, I'm standing in line with the peasants, which, God damn it, I fucking hate that. I hate, like, pre-check is, even pre-check has gotten like diluted now. Like there's some people in there that don't belong. Yeah, this was in Philly. There's some people that don't belong in pre-check. I'm not gonna lie. You shouldn't be able to buy your way into that. But whatever. Some of the peasantry showing up in the line and messing it up for the rest of us. So anyway, I make it through, and then get into the terminal, get down to where the plane, and everything's delayed, obviously.
Yeah.
So it got delayed. The takeoff for my flight, like, basically delayed over the takeoff for my connecting flight. So there's no way I was going to make that. So I had to change my connecting flight to later in Dallas. Otherwise, I was going to miss it.
Yeah.
So Jet finally gets. It was one of those situations too, where like knowing how an airport works and knowing how flying works is definitely a detriment. Like I would have much rather had the ignorance of just like sitting there and going like, all right, I'll do what they tell me. I'm kind of a slave to the situation.
Yeah.
But instead, I'm like, I know exactly what's happening, and I know it's fucked. It's absolutely fucked, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
It just somehow made it worse. So when they're like, okay, we're gonna start boarding at blah 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 time, whatever, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like you're saying, oh yeah, we're gonna make this takeoff. No, we're not. Like we got to get taxi all the way down to the other fucking end because the where in the background. I don't know what that means. I got distracted by a chat. Sorry. It's easier to get distracted by a chat when I'm looking straight into the screen. We had to taxi all the way to the end to get fucking through the de-icing because that's what you do. They have a de-icing area, which fuck you and your de-icing area. Like back in the day, all right, we're talking the mid 90s now. But when I worked at the airport, we did de-icing. We drove the fucking de-icing trucks. I mean, and I'd be in a de-icing bucket, mind you. It wasn't encased. There was no heat. Like you were out there getting fucking glycol spray all over your fucking face, all sticky and shit, and getting blown around, fucking cold as hell. And you're 45 feet up trying to spray down a vertical stab of a fucking 747. You're full fucking extension. The thing blows around. And you did it right at the gate, though. So that as soon as they push back, or you do it, push them back into the alley, do the de-icing, and then they right, that your holdover time is so much better because you're not fucking dicking around with this all this extra taxiing. No, the fucking environmentalists like we can't glycol like that. It's so bad. It's antifreeze. It's going into the water supply. Blah, 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 blah. And so now we have to go taxi all the way to the fucking end of the airport to get de-iced, so that the ground can get caught into one area. And then what? Where the fuck is it going to go after that, environmentalists? It still exists. What are you going to do with it?
Dickheads in every galaxy.
Yeah. So then after you get through the de-icing thing, all right, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, there's no way we're going to get out of here. Like, because you shut down engines, right? Because you can't have the engines running where the fucking shit's blowing all over the place. So shuts down engines, and He's like, oh, he missed a spot. He's going to have to go back. I'm like, of course he did. Of course he did. Because he's in a heated crane thing, right? All he has to do is fucking, fly around and fucking shoot the airplanes. That's his sole purpose in life. And he can't fucking de-ice a 737. Fuck you. So they finally do their bit, get started, go back to of course, all the way to the other end of the fucking airport to get on 27 left, 27 right, to take off on 27 right. Now, thank the maker, there was an active precip, because as you probably remember, and as most people, I guess, don't know, there's this thing called a holdover time. So when they put the de-icing fluid on the airplane, it's only good for so long.
Yeah.
Like, depending on what type they put on. So if they don't put the right kind on and you're holding for an extended amount of time, it'll go bad. And then you have to do it again. Yeah. And if within that taxi time, if it doesn't meet the holdover requirement, then you're fucked. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, we got up off the deck, go flying. And Jason, when I tell you, I had more turbulence in that time from about 4,000 feet. We only climbed up to 22,000. Mm-hmm. We're only at 220 because I guess higher was worse.
Really?
But as I described it to you, it was like being behind, like during air refueling, being behind the KC-10 and having number 2 engine, like just knocking you around. Mm. And we were just getting the absolute shit kicked out of us. I mean, it was moderate turb for, I don't know. It was a 4-hour flight. We'd probably get the shit kicked out of me for almost 3 hours. Damn. Like it fucking sucked. And I mean, it was going to suck for everybody. Like the winds were fucking howling. It was all sheer turbulence. There was no like.
Did they warn you guys ahead of time?
No, but once we got into it, he basically said that, yeah, we're doing our best up here. Mm-hmm. And I believed them. What are you going to do? Like, we've been in that situation.
Yep.
But yeah, so we flew at 220 all the way to fucking Dallas, which is kind of crazy. Like fucking C-130 altitude.
Jeez.
But yeah, I got the absolute fucking shit kicked out of me. I'm just like, God damn it. And I'm flying with all of these other pilots because of the weather. And everything was fucked from Dallas all the way across the country, to the Northeast. So no planes were moving. Like all these pilots that commute or were on different flights and trying to deadhead back to get to where they needed to be, they were stranded. So now they're all on these planes trying to get back to like into Dallas and get to Salt Lake and do whatever. So there's pilots everywhere. And I'm watching them and they're tightening up a little bit. I'm like, yeah, this sucks, doesn't it? Yeah. You haven't been back here for shit like this. This sucks.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell one of them about how, like, in the back of the 7.5, remember how the fuselage would fucking twist?
Oh, yeah.
So for the audience, you could actually, like, when we're sitting in the back of the 757 and you're looking at the door to where the pilots sit, like, it's about 154 feet. And you would watch the fuselage of the airplane would twist during heavy turbulence and air refueling. I can't get my hands to line up because of the fucking weird mirroring. But just imagine, like, picture a cardboard tube and you're twisting it like this. So you're in your seat going one direction and the wings are going another. Yeah, just like that. Like a pepper grinder, Jason. I don't know what you're thinking. Yeah. It's fucking terrifying. But it's great when you had a student and they like people that hadn't been in AR situations before, and you get them to like, oh, hey, look, check that out. And they look down and you see them just go whoosh. Fucking great. Okay, stop shouting. Triangle Buddy, was that making you uncomfortable? Were you aroused? Anyway, we did get to some smooth air, and we got into Dallas. But what was remarkable, I'm looking at snow all the way into the approach into Dallas. We've been to Dallas fucking, I don't know, hundreds of times. Like quite literally hundreds of times.
Mm-hmm.
I think at one point in a 5-year span, I was going there maybe 5 to 6 times a year.
Yeah.
I was going back and forth. Been to Dallas a lot. I've been out there for ice storms, been out there for, heavy thunderstorms and everything else. Never seen snow on the ground.
Yeah.
Never. These motherfuckers had like inches of snow and they didn't know what the fuck to do with it. There was snow, like they're trying to. I'm watching ramp guys eat shit. They're fucking trying to marshal in. They're fucking falling down. Like they're trying to clear the spots. So they got like front end loaders that are like trying to move snow, and they're picking up snow and went from one spot and they're like moving it 30 feet and putting it down in a different spot. Like, what is that? What are you doing? It was just comical. So make it to Dallas, go to walk to the USO. Of course, it's closed because people in Dallas, they might as well have 18 feet of snow because they can't drive in this shit. When you're flying in, most of the roads aren't plowed because they don't have snow plows. Right. So the interstates were fairly clean, but as you're looking at all the side roads and where people live, no, not so much. So, like the volunteers and everything that would have opened the USO, nope. So
they probably all don't have snow shovels either down there, right?
I mean, probably not.
Yeah.
There's our side gate. Go down and fucking start selling snow shovels to people in Oklahoma and Texas. So get down there. It's closed. So now I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna hang out by the gate. I had it. The flight was later. It was like I got there at 11 o'clock. 10:40, 11 o'clock, and the next flight wasn't until like I think it was boarding at 7:30. So I had a bit of time.
Yeah, and
I thought I was doing it right because knowing how difficult it was to get planes in and out of places, like by giving myself more time, I thought I'd have a better chance, right?
Sure.
Of getting something, trying to game the system. So I was at that gate for a while, and about an hour before it was supposed to board, it changes gates. Like, okay, that's weird. So we go down to where the gate change is, and they changed the gate. It's not like, oh, we're going from B17 to like, B20. No, they're going from B17 to D1. And D1, you got to get in the tram, which, no big deal. The train's pretty decent. You get in the tram and you have to go to D, and you have to go get down and you have to walk all the way down a long ass fucking corridor that would take you to like where the international departures are. Mm-hmm. They got to go all the way to the end of that fucking terminal. And it's the last one. Nobody's there. Like, it's just us.
Wow.
Like the 200 some odd people that were all trying to get to Albuquerque, because it's like all the Albuquerque people that have been stacking up for all the different flights, and there's like nobody. There's no airplane. It's nothing. Like, well, that's interesting. Well, no, there was an airplane. Forgive me, which gave us hope.
Sure.
So one gate agent shows up, singular, to handle us. Again, out in the middle of nowhere, gate agent shows up, and pilots show up, and they're like, okay, they go out to start pre-flighting. I'm like, oh, we might actually fucking get out of here. And by this time too, like, it is now like midnight, like, because it had already delayed, like, it changed gates and then delayed like 2 more times.
Right.
Not canceled, delayed. So we had hope for that entire time. And
Mhm.
now they put us at this place that had an airplane, and pilots showed up. We're like, oh, maybe.
Mhm.
But apparently one flight attendant showed up out of 4. And FAA regulations state that for every 50 passengers, you have to have one flight attendant.
Yeah.
So we needed 4 flight attendants. Only one showed up. And the dude, I cannot make this up. American Airlines was saying to people, and they were saying it not just to us, but have been saying it all day. They were talking about how they were calling people and they were not showing up.
Mm.
Like, how fucked up is your reserve system? Like, you knew weather was coming. Like, there's going to be some fuckery because of the weather. It's just,
Yeah.
there is. But 100% United and Delta, like, yeah, it sucked for a little while, throughout the day, but they got their shit together.
Yeah.
They figured it the fuck out. When they started pulling people in, like, those people responded, they got on flights and they fucking went. Nope. Not American. They just were stringing people along. So now we're waiting for 3 flight attendants that had been notified and weren't showing up. So now it's like past 1 a.m.
My God. And didn't you say this started Monday morning?
This started for me because I didn't sleep. So here's the thing. On Sunday, I was up for the snow, did the shoveling, did all that bit. Because I had a 3 a.m. I had a 2:30, like, in my mind, 2:30 departure to get to the airport by 3. I was trying to give myself some extra time. I'd been up the entire night. I never went to bed because I didn't want to miss my crew show. I figured I'd sleep on a jet. I'd have like a 4-hour flight to sleep on a jet. See how well that worked out.
Yeah.
Even better, though. So I go out and I'm like, all right, I'm going to leave a little bit even earlier because the roads just absolutely look like garbage. And they were. And I thought I had gotten enough crap out of my driveway to be able to just get the SUV out. Nope. Did not. So I got the escape stuck at the bottom of my driveway because there was a berm of snow that had piled up there, and
From like the plows.
The plows and the kids that were helping out with this, they had the ATVs with snow plows on the front, and they were pushing stuff off the sidewalk, which was awesome. My neighbors are great, but I should have been out there earlier, clearing all that out, and I was tired, and didn't do it. So that meant that Kathy had got up, and then I had her in the car as I'm digging out the fuselage, I'm digging out the car to get it unfucked from there because I could get grip on the tires fine. It was because the snow was up against the fuselage and it couldn't get the weight on wheels. So finally got it dug out to the point. This is like, I started this shenanigans at like 1:30. Now it's like 10 after 2. I'm like, fuck, I'm behind my timeline. I hate it. I fucking hate being late. One thing about me in the airport is that if I'm not there 2 hours early, I'm like in full anxiety mode.
Right.
Like, it's just, I need to be there early because there's always fuckery. Always. Turns out I needn't have bothered as long as we ended up waiting. But so anyway, that my day had started Sunday morning. And then had all the snow and everything else, and now get to 1:32 in the morning where I'm digging the car out, then get through the airport bullshit and all the way through TSA to get to the gate to have to wait again and now to get to Dallas, land, fucking wait, all day for the plane to get delayed. Now it's 1:30 in the morning the next day. And like I said, I haven't slept. And we know how Dave gets. Like,
yeah.
Dave can be extra. Like, Dave in third person knows that Dave can get extra. And Dave was really, really trying hard. Like, I deliberately didn't go to the bar during the day. I'm like, I'm just going to drink water, have a Diet Coke, and have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. So I was really, really trying hard to be cool. Yeah, no murder equals Dave on really good behavior. So I'm by this point at 1:30 in the morning, having American Airlines bullshit me, I was done. I was done. So I went up to the gate agent and I was like, when's this crew timeout? And she's like, excuse me? I'm like, this crew, when does their duty day time out? Because if they're almost out of duty day, then you might as well go ahead and cancel this right now and let us go about our business. And she's like, well, I don't know anything about that. I'm like, okay, sure you don't. It's like, it'd be really nice to hear from them.
Yeah.
So I owe it. And I was not rude, but I was definitely like acting like I was her supervisor. And I basically told her, go fucking get them and get them out here to fucking talk.
Yeah.
So the captain comes out, 33-year captain, American Airlines.
Nice.
And he says, he's like, all right, this is what's going on with the fucking flight attendants. And he's like, look, I've been doing this. I've been flying for this airline for 33 years. I have never, ever had flight attendants just not respond and not show up.
Right.
And not only did we not have no flight attendants, right? Let's count it off. We had no flight attendants, all right? Or we needed 3 more. We had no bags because the ground handlers never showed up, which meant we had no wing walkers or anything else. So no baggage loaders and no fuel. Wow. The only people within American Airlines that thought that they were going to fly that day were the dispatchers for American, the 200 some odd people that were just hoping and praying that we were going to fly, and the 2 pilots. That's it. The ground, nobody within American Airlines that was at Dallas they all left for the fucking day, basically. They left this poor woman to hang out to dry. And they fucked off. No ground handlers, no nothing. So finally, and oh, by the way, because this was an act of God, no vouchers for hotels or anything else. And people were getting hotels, and this was something that came up with people that I was talking to, because I was trying to see what I could maneuver flight wise, talking to our friends in the airlines, and all the hotels were pretty much booked. And even if I could get a room, I would have to take a cab because the airport shuttles weren't running because of the snow.
Yeah.
So you'd have to take a cab and take your chances. So that means I ended up trying to sleep at the airport on the floor.
Right.
So that, because I went on the app and I got a flight that departed at some point in the morning. And, or no, it was early afternoon. And, just went to try and find a spot. Unsuccessful the first time because sleeping on the floor at 50 years old is not position A, believe it or not. Yeah. And because it was so fucking cold outside for Dallas, like their heating and air conditioning can't handle it being fucking 28 degrees outside. So it was cold as shit in the terminal. So I ended up going down towards the USO, and I ended up getting like a nap sitting in one of the fucking waiting chairs, like
yeah.
like this. Like I got maybe like it was on and off for like a couple hours, maybe.
Damn.
And then I was hoping like, oh, maybe the USO will be open. And you had all these people that were like coming up to the door to USO, like, service members.
Yeah.
Nope. No USO. Same situation. So I was there. They delayed my flight once, but it ended up going, and I finally got here. Okay. At 5:30 at night, something like that.
Jesus.
So it's 5:30 at night local. I've had a day.
Yeah.
I go to a rental car place. Of course, my name's not on the board because with the delays and everything else, like, oh, they didn't cancel a reservation. They just didn't have anything waiting. So it's like, all right, just like, give me a fucking car. Let's go. So I go out to the car they gave me. I go to start it, and it starts, but none of the lights come on. There's no lights. Radio's not working. Like, nothing's working. And what is wrong with this thing? So I'm thinking like, oh, maybe the key fob or whatever. It's in show, like the ship mode, like for when they're shipping it.
Yeah.
And apparently you have to, like, I Googled it real quick. I was like, all right, maybe I can just do something with this real quick. Like, no, doesn't fucking work. So I have to unload my fucking shit because I'm here for several weeks. This is not a short trip. So I have a bunch of fucking shit. So I got to lug all that shit back to the fucking counter and be like, look, your fucking car's in. I didn't do this. I was still keeping it together relatively. I was like, look, it's in show mode. It's in our ship mode. I need another vehicle. Or like, oh, well, we'd have to call a mechanic. I don't. That's your problem, not my problem. Give me another vehicle. Get another vehicle. That one starts and the lights come on. Hooray!
Yeah.
So I get out of the fucking parking lot and I'm driving, and I'm dicking around with the GPS, and I end up missing my exit. This is going to be important later.
Oh boy.
I missed my exit, and I'm driving to the next exit. I'm going to get off, and then I'm going to tuck around, and I'm following the directions of the thing, and it's taking me to where there's a McDonald's. Like, oh, I can get myself some dinner. So I haven't really eaten in a while.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna get some food, get myself a delicious Diet Coke, and speaking of, and like, it would be great. So I go on my app and fucking do the thing, and I'm pulling up to the McDonald's, and I see a police car, sitting like kind of adjacent to the, where you pull out of the McDonald's. Don't really think anything of it, whatever. It's Albuquerque, New Mexico. It has a reputation, right? And I fully know that reputation, so I didn't really think anything of a cop car being there. What I wasn't prepared for was all the fucking homeless people around. Like, they were like kind of buzzing around the car, not like they were close. So my like spidey senses were already they were tingling because I put my bags in the way back, and because I had a truck, and it was in the way back of this truck, and I'm like, fuck, man, I didn't want to put it in the cab because it was just too much pain in the ass. Now I'm regretting it because if they really wanted to jump into the bed, aside from me flooring it and trying to toss them out.
Yeah.
Which in my head is the all right, this is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to run over these fucking zombies and go. So I'm thinking about that. I'm in line, get my food order, and no zombies. Nobody attacks the truck. Hooray. All right. So now I'm coming out. That cop car is gone. I can't make a left. I have to make a right. So I make a right. And I come to the first left I can make to make a U-turn. Go and make a U-turn. And now I'm coming up the hill, towards the traffic light. I'm about 100 yards away from the traffic light. I got my driver's side windows still down from being through the drive-through. And I hear pop. I'm like, that was a gunshot. And I knew that had to have come from the passenger side of the vehicle because it would have sounded different if it was on the driver's side. So I immediately turn and start scanning. Now I'm still moving. Like I didn't stop. I'm still moving.
Right.
And as I'm rolling towards the intersection, as I get about halfway there, I see a dude who's, I don't know if I'd be able to adequately. So the dude had a guy like this, right? And the gun like that.
Sweet Jesus.
Outstretched. So I drove by him. I got the full profile of, like, I could see the gun and everything.
Yeah.
Like it was epic. Like, oh look, he's holding a Glock, and I just heard a gunshot several moments before that. I'm out. See ya. So I fucking went blasting through the fucking intersection, Fallujah style.
Yeah.
And I tell the cops later that, like, listen, man, I'm pretty sure that red light cam is going to have my fucking plates on it, and I'd appreciate it if you can cut me a little slack on that one. They just laughed at me. So anyway, I'm like, okay, fucking cool. I'm not going to McDonald's at night ever again. The gate is right there. Like the gate for Kirtland is right there. So I'm going to go up to the gate. But it's not like right on the property. It's like recessed. Because apparently, like, from shooting, people like would shoot at the gate for funsies. So they put the where the cops are back further. So I pull up to the gate, and I said to the airman, like, do you guys just get used to the gunshots? And she's like, well, we really can't hear anything here. Like, why? What? And I'm like, yeah, you didn't hear the gunshot just now, like a minute ago? And she's like, no, like, what happened? And I told her what I saw, and she's like, all right, hold on. So she goes in, gets another guy, gets some staff sergeant, and I end up having, pulling over, and I'm, it's like, hey, here's I'm doing a written statement, which I had to write like 3 fucking times because the kid was like, all right, fill it out on this form. Then I fill it out on the form. It's like, no, that's I gave it no, you filled out the wrong part, so you're gonna have to fill out another one. Meanwhile, mind you, I still haven't slept. I still haven't eaten. My fucking McDonald's is fucked. Diet Coke not being drank. Haven't checked into my fucking hotel room yet. And here I am writing a statement with the Sky Cops. And so they contacted the locals. So now the locals come, and talking to that guy, and that guy's like, "Hey, do would you be able to identify the person?" I'm like, "Oh, look, I have this is a generalized description. Like, I will do my best, but I'm telling you that I'm limited into what I saw because of this." He's like, no, not a problem. So there's first times for so many things.
Yeah.
So I got to ride in the back of a squad car, and at a safe distance, they pull some kid out who matched the description, and I said, look, this is the clothing description. Here's like the hair, and whatever. I said, that's Like, is it definitive? No, but this is, it was dark where he was. You're shining a spotlight on him, so you're showing light that I did not have. He's like, that's fine. So he drove me back to the gate, got into the truck, and finally got to go to the hotel at that point. And that was the adventure of getting here.
So this was a 48-hour day for you?
More or less. I think by the time 9 o'clock rolled around, I don't know that I was conscious at all. And, we had 7 a.m. The class had already started. That's the bitch of it, because now it's like Wednesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. No, it's Tuesday. I'm going into Wednesday morning. Who fucking knows? But so I've already missed 2 days of class because of this fucking shit show. So I got to wake up first thing in the morning and try and be fucking coherent for this thing and catch up. But yeah, that's that was just getting here.
That's insane.
So yeah. And then, like, because of the government shutdown, the potential of having to turn around and go home was not pleasant.
Yeah.
But it's working out. I'm going to be able to finish the class, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, this fucking, it's one of those situations, dude. Like you see it, and I'm like, I could have not said anything, but that's not true. I had to say something because I saw it. But if I hadn't missed my fucking exit, I would have never have saw it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it would, like, it's funny that how timing works. So there was a reason, I guess, in the grand universe of things, that the quantum timelines lined up for me to fucking have this event, to be able to tell the story. Yeah, but
Well, it
absolutely
sounds like quite the adventure.
It was indeed. Yeah, I was destined to see some shit. And you know what? I drove up to they have a mountain peak that's here. It's, you're up over 10,000 feet. It's like 10,600 feet. And I was trying to drive up, and the spot I picked on the map was wrong. Like, so it was only about like 3/4 of the way up. And I got out of the car. I'm not going the rest of the way. It's too dark. It's getting too dark. I don't want to. And you're on all these switchbacks and everything else. But the fucking sky is beautiful. The damn moon's out shining and all this other shit. So I get out. I'm in sweatpants, sneakers, with a sweatshirt. And I'm like, I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna fucking go up here and take a picture. And I end up eating shit in the snow like twice. My knee is already fucked. Like, this, between the sleeping on the ground and all the other bullshit, like, my knee is just fucking trashed. And so I decided I'm going to go out and tromp around in the snow, because up at fucking 10,000 feet, guess what? There's fucking snow.
Yeah.
Go figure. It's like 20 something degrees and there's fucking snow. But yeah, it's that standing out there after eating shit, and I'm like, okay, all right, dumbass. I'm like, barely can catch my breath. And I'm like, what are you doing? You really need to just get your happy ass back into this truck and go home.
Right.
So I made it back to the truck, and as on my way down, I heard this like really, really ominous, like there was an owl that must have been pretty close because it was pretty loud, but it was like something out of a fucking horror movie. He was like, like, I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta get out of here. But the next day I ended up going up and getting to the top to be able to take some pictures and shit like that. So I checked that off the list.
Nice.
The other thing I got to do while I was out here, I know I'm going over time. The
That's fine.
other, what I was doing yesterday, I wanted to see the Trinity site where the first nuke went off.
Oh,
It's a few hours from here, and I was going to go on Saturday. I went to the National Nuclear Science Museum is here. So I went to that on Saturday. It has a bunch of airplanes and rockets and shit. Which, sidebar, the fucking Jupiter rocket that they used to fucking put John Glenn and Alan Shepard up into space,
mm-hmm.
it looks like a cardboard paper towel tube compared to like the ICBM, like the Titan II ICBM.
Yeah.
Like, it is unbelievable how fucking small that rocket was. I knew intellectually that it was going to be smaller, but when they're like laying next to each other and you're standing there, it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's kind of bonkers that these motherfuckers pushing their balls around in a fucking wheelbarrow deciding to get up on top of this fucking bottle rocket. Anyway, cool little museum. Wasn't anything fantastical, but it's a cool little museum. And so I was like, I wanted to drive down to the Trinity site that day, but I'm like, I just don't feel it. I got laundry to do, and I wasn't feeling it. So I ended up going yesterday. Go trekking down there. It's a couple hours, make it all the way down to the White Sands. It's it's part of the White Sands missile testing range. And I got all the way to the gate. And that's as far as I could get. It's about 13 miles from the actual site. And unfortunately, the gate's not manned. Like, so it's not like I could have, like, I was thinking, oh man, if I get to the gate, I can maybe bullshit my way on, with my my ID. And yeah, but no such luck. I didn't have that opportunity. So I took some pictures, and the area where that fucking shit went off, though, like, you still had this like aura of remarkability, if that's imagine that's a thing, right? You just, how when you go someplace and like some big thing happened here, and it just has that like feeling to it.
Sure.
Ever encounter something like that?
Maybe.
It was like, for standing in an open space, like, because it's this huge basin. It's like 55 miles across or something like that. And to know that out in the middle of that, they dropped this marble, and it sent a mushroom cloud up fucking miles into the sky. And where I was standing, I would have been, I would have felt the blast wave in that very spot that I was standing. So it was cool, and it's one of the reasons I wanted to go down there. Like, I've done so much reading about the gadget and about this, even before the Oppenheimer movie came out, I was always like super interested in it.
Yeah.
And it was cool to get even that close. They opened the site. They used to open it twice a year. Now they're only doing it once a year. I think October 16th this year is when it's going to be open. But yeah, so it's open once a year, and you can actually go to the marker where the thing was actually dropped. On that nuclear museum, they have a mock-up of the tower, which is kind of cool. Like, so I'll have to post that. I'll post that somewhere so people can see it. But that was pretty neat. So then I was like, all right, I'm bummed about that. But then on the driving back, or when I was on my way down there, did I mention I got pulled over?
I don't think. Yes, but I don't think you said why.
I jumped into a speed trap, basically, and thankfully the cop was cool. He was, a sheriff, and he lit up as soon as I was like driving by, and I'm like, ah, fuck. I look at my speedometer, I look up, I see a speed limit sign, I'm like, ah. So when I pulled over, I'm like, look, boss, I am so sorry. Like it was such a small town, and once I breached the town city limits, I assumed that the speed limit would go back up to 65. So I was like, I told him, look, I sorry, I was super aggressive coming out of town. I just assumed that the speed limit would go up. And we went back and forth. I told him I was out there and everything. So he just gave him a handshake, told him to stay safe, and I went about my business, which was cool.
Yeah.
But I was on my way out to see the very large assembly, of the SETI telescope, the radio telescopes, as made famous by the movie Contact.
Yep.
I think there's a couple other movies that they feature in, but when I saw the sign, I'd been driving down to the Trinity site, and I saw the sign that said, "No, VLA, this exit." And I'm like, how close is that? And I Googled it, that the visitor center closed at 4. I'm like, drawing the circles and arrows and making sure the timing will work out. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm going. And so I headed over there, and amazing drive through nothingness. Like there's like these mountains and just open areas. I can't describe it. Like, I mean, you're familiar with it, probably more so because of like growing up in Bakersfield. You had a lot more like these craggly, like taller mountains, and drive for a little bit, and then there's just like high desert areas.
Yep.
So for me, it's the Poconos, and then you have like some flatter areas, but nothing like no 11,000 foot peaks just randomly.
Yeah.
So it's a very cool drive. And when I came, finally got to where the telescope is, I came over this like crest, and I saw one dish. I'm like, okay, cool. And then like I see another one. It's like really far away from that one. I'm like, wait a minute. Like in the movie, they look like they're all together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They're like in rows. Yeah.
So as it turns out, there's a railroad system. Like so the whole thing's in the shape of a Y. Think of it like think of the flux capacitor, right?
Yep.
Has that Y shape. So the telescope is actually in that shape. And I'm looking at the painting of the shield generator for Endor behind you, and it reminds me of being there. So everything's in a Y shape, and there's this rail systems that when they move them, like they can use that rail system, and they can move all the antennas, and basically it's almost like changing the aperture of it, so they can move them all real closer to get super far away, and obviously they can see more. And for that particular moment when I was there, they were at a reasonably far distance, but it was still fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Right, just to be in that area, and like all of these antennas are all pointing the same direction. And unfortunately, like I would have loved to have had somebody that could have told me like, hey, what are we looking at? What science are we doing? Like who's got time on the telescope right now? But nothing. There was a guy outside who was talking to some other people who worked there, but nothing. He wasn't getting into that kind of detail, and he might have been part of a paid tour, and I was just doing a walking tour, so it really was kind of shitty for me to say something. So I didn't. But got some cool pictures and just kind of stood there and imagined, what it'd be like using a telescope like this to see. And come to find out that that those dishes as we know them, they have the prototype of the replacement dish that's built. They have the prototype, it's in kind of in the middle, and they're actually, I think they're going to have the production model come out in March. And I think in the next 5 years, all those dishes are going to get changed.
Really?
Like, so the whole thing is going to change.
Huh.
So the SETI, like the VLA as we know it, is
Yeah.
going to be different. And like even the guy was like, yeah, there's some romanticized notions about changing this at all, but like it's a better it'll be a better telescope, and that's
Right.
the whole point.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I missed. I randomly, it wasn't on my cross check at all to that I was close enough within a driving distance that I was comfortable, that I was close enough to actually see it.
Hmm.
It's like seeing a person stand there underneath the antennas as they're like motors are whirring, and like they're showing the inside of it. They're 94 feet tall.
94.
94. You didn't. I didn't hear it.
Oh, I
94.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
94.
It's fun, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, short show. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, that was it. That was my adventure there. I got out of there before they closed. Got some great pictures that I still have to edit. And on the drive back, now I don't recommend this.
Okay.
However, so I have my camera set up to take pictures of so you know how when you're driving down those roads and it's just like you got the mountain kind of in front of you, and it's just this like long ass road, and it's just like this picturesque thing,
Hmm.
and you're driving, so you can see it, but you can't really, like, fucking camera phones, they're not going to take a good picture of it.
Yeah.
So I set up the fucking camera, and I was, I got some pictures of the road in front of me through the windshield.
As you're driving?
As I was driving. Not a good idea. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. I didn't crash or nothing. Like, nothing
Clearly.
bad. But I got some good shots. One of the shots I got was, the reason I'm not doing right now, like setting up for astrophotography, is because it's the full moon, and that full moon, like right at bedtime, basically, is directly overhead. So it's bright as shit. It's kind of washing out. Like, even in the darkest of dark areas, that moon is going to create a problem.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be a thing for at least another week. But I caught that moon coming on the backside of a mountain.
Hmm.
So as I was like driving, I'm looking, I'm like, oh wow, look at that. And I pulled over and got a picture of basically the moon rising over the mountain. And oh, dude, it might be one of the best pictures I've ever taken, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I'll text it to you, and
Okay.
I'll church it up, and I'll put it out there for everyone else to see.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, I'm super proud of it. The way the moon just kind of like big old pizza pie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's been you gotta hit Joshua Trail. I look, those adventures, like during the week, I'm getting into the room, I'm studying, and that's pretty much it, dude. I'm not socializing, which is probably not good for me. It's one of the reasons I needed to do the pod. I needed to interact with people
Right.
outside of, I'm just haven't been in the mood to socialize.
What's
Kind of weird.
what's the overall crowd of people that are in this class? Like age, male to
It's like
female.
I think there's a couple of girls. Um, I mean, I don't know. They're not in my actually no, there's a flight doc who's in my so it's broken down. They have the larger class like for lectures, and then for like the projects, there's four um um separate like safety boards.
Hmm.
Right? So we have like the group project that we're going to do is like for our group of like, however many people it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8 people. Is that right? 7, 8 people? Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy trying to convince this maintainer that um he was trying to so he had this accident that we're investigating that as part of a part of an exercise. It was an Air Asia that crashed back in I think it was in 2014 or 15, and they were getting ready. They were deviating around some weather, and the pilot they were getting a nuisance fault, and the pilot decides he's going to pull circuit breakers, which makes everything go crazy. The co-pilot doesn't understand what's happening, ends up over controlling the airplane. They get into a stall and they crash and kills 168 people.
Jesus.
Yeah, bad. The CRM was fucking awful, just absolutely terrible. Like, anyway, I do a whole nother podcast about that.
Mhm.
This kid was hung up on. Kid, he's a mass sergeant, but he's hung up on the fact that like, well, they already handled the weather, like they deviated around it, so now the weather's done. Like that's not a factor. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. It's like the weather's still in front of them. Like that's the point. They're deviating around the weather, but the weather they haven't encountered the weather yet. They're just moving around it.
Yeah.
So in this situation, they deviated left for weather. Big red blob. Fucking they're like, yeah, easy call.
Yeah.
Deviate left for weather. And then he wanted to get some altitude, so he requested 380. Controller came back, gave him a 340 like a couple minutes later. I don't know why there was the delay, but meanwhile, all the master caution and warning started going off. So task saturation happens, but the weather thing was happening in the middle of all this.
Right.
And he's like, no, the weather's over. Like they've already handled it. I'm like, no, it's part of it. Like you don't get it.
What is
it
this guy?
aggregates.
What does this guy
He's a
do for a living?
He's a maintainer. And look, especially in accident investigations, like you need the maintainer expertise, and I get it. I mean, we came from that world, right?
Yeah.
And I understand the limitations, but they don't think like aviators. Like
Right.
it's not. This isn't a 1 or a 0. Like when it comes to actual like flying the aircraft, you're trying to get them to understand what spatial disorientation is. This one case, like, I can't believe that. Like, could you really like not? You could be in a turn and like tilted 54 degrees and you would not know. Yeah. If you look outside and it's all white or all black, and your ears have flattened yourself out, guess what? Your body's going to be like, yeah, we're flat level, everything's good to go. Unless shit's falling into your fucking face out of one of the side pockets. Yeah, that's where you have to look at your instruments, and there was so much bad CRM. The fact that this fucking idiot captain got up, pulled circuit breakers in flight, didn't tell the co-pilot, like, hey, dude, I'm going to pull these circuit breakers. All hell's going to break loose in the panel. Don't worry about it. Just fly the airplane. Didn't say any of that. Just like, I'm going to try this. fucking fucking rudder deflects. He doesn't know what's going on, and fucking dude, it was a fucking nightmare. But yeah, anyway.
So,
It's cool.
I noticed
Anyway.
in the chat somebody had asked us if we were going to talk about the mall show tonight. I'll say we'll save that as the first topic for next episode. Because did you watch the trailer for it?
I've seen the trailer a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah, I love we could play the trailer and then kind of break it down from there.
Yeah.
I think that'd be worthwhile. It's a good trailer.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe by next week, we'll maybe there'll be some other stuff that follows it.
Yep. Some more news or whatnot. But all right, you ready to call this?
Yes.
All right. So this is where we are going to end, folks. Thanks for coming along with us on this unique journey, and thank you, Dave, for the stories.
I'm here to entertain.
Yep. And with that, Dave and everybody else, may the force be with you.
May the force be with you. Okay, now what do I click?
All right.
It wasn't a good one.
Sounded like you were trying to do a different voice.
I haven't done any voices in a while. Like, I don't know. It's have to practice.
Yeah.
No, it's good to get on the wagon. No, get on the bike again.
Yeah.
What's that saying? Get on the thing again to go do things.
Right.
Yes. What I said.
that
no idea.
That beverage is
Jason, you're froze. And you're back. Get back on the bike. There you go. Thank you, Dragon Buddy. Sorry, we're at the mercy of the Air Force Inn's Wi-Fi right now.
Yeah.
Which it held up pretty good, actually. I mean, for a couple hours, only a couple of hiccups. I'm pretty happy with that. Did you notice that in the chat when somebody asks a question, it has a little like question icon next to it?
No.
So look at Chris Forsyth's.
Oh shit! Yeah, there
See
it
how
is.
the little question icon?
Oh.
Huh. There's so many neat little things in here that we probably should be paying attention to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't even get me started. I've got a whole issue with our subscription to StreamYard right now.
Oh yeah?
I gotta fix. Yeah, otherwise they're gonna start charging me $89 a month.
What?
So, yeah, so I need to get connected to that. So.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
What should we be paying? We could take that offline.
Yeah. Either way. All right, I'm going to end the stream.
All right.